Hello, my tiny loves. We're taking a little break from our book, The Borrowers, to read a picture book today. And this one's really awesome, and I just found it at Auntie Abby's house. It's Dr. Seuss, and then it says, "Hooray for Diffendoofer Day," which is a very fun thing to say. And then, with some help from Jack Perletsky and Lane Smith. So this is a book that he had started writing before he died, and then it got finished up by these people at the bottom after he died. It's a really, really good book. I'm doing what I always do first. I'm taking the little sleeve off because we know that I'm not careful enough. Here are some blue stripes. Hooray for Diffendoofer Day. I always lived in Dinkerville. My friends all live here too. We go to Diffendoofer school. We're happy that we do. Our school is at the corner of Dinkzuber and Dinkzot. It looks like any other school, but we suspect it's not. I think we're learning lots of things not taught in other schools. Our teachers are remarkable. They make up their own rules. And that says Dinkzuber and Dinkzot. There's a little house. Miss Bobble teaches listening, Miss Wobble teaches smelling, Miss Fribble teaches laughing, and Miss Quibble teaches yelling. Miss Twinning teaches tying knots in neckerchiefs and noodles, and how to tell chrysanthemums from miniature poodles. Miss Vining teaches all the ways a pigeon may be peppered, and how to put a saddle on a lizard or a leopard. Those are very silly things. The fun thing also is if you like Wobble teaches about Miss Quibble, that's kind of like a little fight anyway, and then she teaches yelling. Look at all these cool pictures. There's Mrs. Quibble. And then there's the teacher who ties knots. Look, she tied herself in a knot, kind of. And, oh, this is one along here. Those are fun pictures. My teacher is Miss Bonkers. She's bouncy as a flea. I'm not certain what she teaches, but I'm glad she teaches me. Look, look, she chirps, I'll show you how to tell a cactus from a cow, and then I shall instruct you why a hippo cannot hope to fly. There's a little bird. There she is. The colorful spots on the cow. She even teaches frogs to dance and pigs to put on underpants. One day she taught a duck to sing. Miss Bonkers teaches everything. Of all the teachers in our school, I like Miss Bonkers best. Our teachers all are different, but she's differenter than the rest. So here you can see a piece of Dr. Seuss's illustrations. And then they used other illustrations as well. Cool. We also have a principal. His name is Mr. Lowe. He is the very saddest man that any of us know. He mumbles, "Are they learning this and that and such and such?" His face is wrinkled as a prune from worrying so much. He breaks a lot of pencil points from pushing down too hard, and many dogs start barking as he mopes around the yard. We think he wears false eyebrows. In fact, we're sure it's so. We've heard he takes them off at night. I guess we'll never know. Look at his worried face. And there he is taking his whiskers off, putting them on their little stand at night. But we know he likes Miss Bonkers. He treats her like a queen. He's always there to watch her when she's on her trampoline. There's her little feet because she jumps so high on her trampoline. Cute. There are many other people who make Diffendoofer run. They are utterly amazing. I love every single one. Our nurse, Miss Clot, knows what to do when we've got sniffles or the flu. One day I had a splinter, so she bandaged me from head to toe. Mr. Plunger, our custodian, has fashioned a machine, a super-zuper flopperdo. It keeps the whole school clean. there's Splinter Kid over here. And then there's the Super Zuper Flooperdo. Oh, it's so fun with words. I love the way it all sounds and just kind of sing-songy, right? Our music teacher, Mrs. Fox, makes bagpipes out of straws and socks. Our art instructor, Mr. Breeze, paints pictures hanging by his knees. So what you see here is a lot of Dr. Seuss illustrations. Amongst the rest of the illustrations here, you can see looks like a truffula tree a little bit. And here's the green eggs and ham. And there that silly art teacher is painting, hanging by their knees. Hey, if any of you guys know how to hang by your knees, you should try painting and see if it's easy or hard. I suspect it's going to be hard because hanging by your knees is also hard. But, keep me posted. In science class with Mr. Katz, we learned to build robotic rats. In gym, we watch as Mr. Bear hoists elephants into the air. Miss Loon is our librarian. She hides behind the shelves and often cries out, louder, when we're reading to ourselves. I love it. There's the little robotic rat. Here again, we have part of an illustration by Dr. Seuss. And this, look at how strong. All these different books over here are all books by Dr. Seuss. And there's librarian. Look at how many teeth she has. And she's silly because she says louder in the library. We have 3 cooks, all named McMunch, who merrily prepare our lunch. They make us hot dogs, beans, and fries, plus things we do not recognize. And as they cook, they sing their song, not too short and not too long. Roast and toast and slice and dice, cooking lunch is oh so nice. Look at that. There they all are. And look at this. It's a hot dog bun with 1 million little hot dogs in it. Cute. Ooh, I love their sassy white boots. Look at this. Fancy and pantsy. We were eating their concoctions, telling jokes and making noise, when Mr. Lowe appeared and howled, "Attention, girls and boys!" He began to fuss and fidget, scratch and mutter, sneeze and cough. He shook his head so hard we thought his eyebrows would come off. He wrung his hands and cleared his throat. He shed a single tear, then sobbed, "I've something to announce, and that is why I'm here. All schools for miles and miles around must take a special test to see who's learning such and such, to see which school is best. If our small school does not do well, then it will be torn down, and you will have to go to school in dreary Flobbertown." He is so sad. Look at him. They're doing standardized testing. All right. "Not Flobbertown!" we shouted, and we shuddered at the name. For everyone in Flobbertown does everything the same. It's miserable in Flobbertown. They dress in just one style. They sing one song. They never dance. They march in single file. They do not have a playground. They do not have a park. Their lunches have no taste at all. Their dogs are scared to bark. That sounds awful. Look at all the Flobbertonians. And there's Flobbertown. Look at that black and white. You can see all of them stretching around and around. Miss Bonkers rose. "Don't fret," she said. "You've learned the things you need to pass a test and many more. I'm certain you'll succeed. We've taught you that the earth is round, that red and white make pink, and something else that matters more. We've taught you how to think." "I hope you're right," sighed Mr. Lowe. He shed another tear. "The test is in 10 minutes, and you're taking it right here." There is Miss C. She is very confident. Look at the little bird. Miss Bonkers. We sat in shock and disbelief. "Oh no," we moaned. "Oh no." We were even more unhappy than unhappy Mr. Lowe. But then the test was handed out. Yahoo! We yelled, Yahoo! For it was filled with all the things that we all knew we knew. There were questions about noodles, about poodles, frogs, and yelling, about listening and laughing, and chrysanthemums and smelling. There were questions about other things we'd never seen or heard, and yet we somehow answered them, enjoying every word. This is another really cool page because all of these, look at these beautiful illustrations. And there's Bonkers. I think that's some food. There's a grumpy person looking at the time. Look at that. Whoa. Looks like they're ringing the bell, and this one's hearing. That's smelling. That's a dog, a cactus. It looks like an animal on the hat of a kid. Pretty cool. 1 week later, after recess, Mr. Lowe meandered in. We'd never seen him smile before, but now he wore a grin. He soon began to giggle, and his giggle grew by half. And then it really happened. Mr. Lowe began to laugh. "You've saved our school! You've saved our school!" he jubilantly roared. "We've got the very highest score!" He wrote it on the board. All right, so what number is this? Count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3 would make this 1,000. 1, 2, 3 would make this 1,000,000. 10,000,000%. Can you get 10,000,000%? Well, you could if you went to this school. Mrs. Bonkers did some cartwheels till her face was cherry red. She bounded up to Mr. Lowe and kissed him on the head. Hooray, she shouted. "I'm so proud I cannot speak." So she did another cartwheel and she pecked him on the cheek. "Ahem," coughed Mr. Lowe. "You all deserve a bow. I thus declare a holiday. It starts exactly now, because you've done so splendidly in every sort of way. This day forever shall be known as Diffendoofer Day. And furthermore, I promise I won't ever wear a frown, for now I know we'll never go to dreary Flobbertown." That's all of their hoorays. And then look, he's startled that she kissed him, and look, one of his eyebrows popped off. Then we held a celebration. There was pizza, milk, and cake. Like everyone, I ate too much and got a bellyache. We laughed and whooped and hollered the entire school day long. Then we all sang triumphantly the Diffendoofer song. This is an awesome page of illustrations. You can see there's Mr. Lowe, there's a student. Here's a picture of Dr. Seuss. You can see the different Dr. Seuss illustrations intermixed. There's the big horn. There's some food. There's an upside down kid. Here's another Dr. Seuss illustration. That is really cool. We love this Diffendoofer school, we definitely do. There surely is no other school that's anything like you. You're gribulous and grobulous, each day we love you more. You are the school we treasure and unceasingly adore. Oh, find a school in Dinkerville, the only one as well. We love you, Diffendoofer school, much more than we can tell. You are so Diffendooferous, it gives us joy to say. 3 cheers for Diffendoofer school. Hooray, hooray, hooray! All right, look at that amazing illustration. I don't want to block anything with my fingers. Get up a little closer. Oh my goodness. They're all singing. All different kinds of people, critters. Look at this little thing. Cute. Look at the little birds and the little robot rats and the little poodle. There's the conductor. The art teacher's still hanging by their knees. I love it. And that's the end. I just wanted to finish reading it so that it all stuck together before we talked about it. So that's the end of this really, really awesome book. But also, there's a whole section in the back here. I'm not going to read it all, but it's about how this book came to be, and it explains about how they went about, talks about Dr. Seuss and how they went about finishing the book. And you can see in the back of here these amazing illustrations from when Dr. Seuss was writing the book. And that's really cool for a million reasons. One is that Dr. Seuss's illustrations are amazing. But two is it kind of shows the process that Dr. Seuss went through when he was writing. You can see that that's all handwritten. And how he, like, sketched out his sketches before he perfected them. It just is really, really, really awesome. See, there's the teacher bouncing on the trampoline. So anyways, the moral of my story is... so cool. But when you go to Auntie Abby's house, ask her if you can look at this book because it's really, really incredible. And that's all. I hope you loved the book because I think this one's an awesome one. And I love you very much.